For the first one, did you get x minus 4 in the end? And in the second one, did you get the square root of x squared minus 4? So there's our explicit equation for both of those. And once you have your explicit equations, then it asks to also state the domain. Now if we look at the first one, the final equation that we get is x minus 4. What kind of graph is that? It's a line. So with a line, our domain is normally everything, right? What we always have to do when we check these questions is we have to check throughout our entire equation if we ever did some math that had a restricted domain. If we ever are dividing by 0, or we're ever taking square roots, because you can't take the square roots of negatives, does that ever happen anywhere in this question? Yes, it does. Here we're taking the square root of x. Here we're taking the square root of x. So because of those things early on, that restricts our domain, and our domain for this one is only when x is bigger than or equal to 0. In the second one, looking for its domain, x squared minus 4 is inside of a square root, so this is where we started with in this lesson, is this part inside has to be bigger than 0. And so this is solving a quadratic inequality. We do that by finding out where is it equal to 0, bigger than or equal to. Where is x squared minus 4 equal to 0? You could either do that by moving the 4 over, or maybe you want to factor this one. And then if it's equal to 0 at minus 2 and 2, when is it going to be bigger than or equal to 0? If we plug in something like 0, is x squared minus 4 bigger than or equal to 0? No, so we know that this section is false. If we plug in something larger than 2, it's true. If we plug in something less than negative 2, it's true. So the domain for this one, x has to be less than or equal to negative 2, or x has to be bigger than or equal to 2. In interval notation, you would write this as negative infinity to negative 2 with a square bracket, and then starting again at 2 and going to infinity. So you could choose either of those notations. All right, questions that you can do for this one are the rest of 6 and 10.